Okay, we're going in here again, and it looks like you are alone, solo queue. You didn't said for sure, or you never specified if it was solo queue or you were squatted up, but it looks like you are solo queue. And you said that you lost 4-1 as
We've
well.
been Blackbeard and Mia.
Which,
By the way, I'm recording.
yeah, you did.
Don't say any fuck shit.
Oh.
And also, bans are Jackal, like default bans. The only one that's like really weird is the Blackbeard one. So I expect like upstairs CEO to be one of the first places that you go on defense. Like it'd be basement, then ideally upstairs, or even upstairs first. You can catch him off guard with that since you don't have the mirror.
Is the chat blocked?
Alright, give me a second.
There.
We
it's
need
blocked.
to locate a bomb.
Oh no, you are with a stack right now.
Oh, you're recording?
Yeah. I mean, if the game's not good, I'll just stop recording like halfway through, and then I'll tell you guys I'm not recording anymore. It's been hard finding like good games for like VOD reviews, because we either get crushed, and I know what I did wrong, or like we crushed the other team. What's that pistol? Is that the Goyo pistol? Do they have above? They have a visual.
Also, yeah, that's
I
like
should've gone
the most challenging thing I think, like telling people is that
10 seconds.
you have to have
Yo,
like
he's
it's
running
like
up
the
the
best
top square
games
double
are
door,
like
I
the
think. Be
mediocre
careful.
ones,
Yeah,
the ones where you
one's
didn't do
gonna run
great
up
but you
bottom
didn't do
as well.
horrible either.
They have it reinforced open.
No one's left from on level.
Wait, no one's running
Locate
out.
and
No one's
defuse
running
the
out.
bomb.
At least on our spawn.
And you do have some people aren't in your call at least.
Oh, why do I have breaches? I really need to remember to change my like attachments depending on like where we are. I always forget to do that.
Yeah, same. One kitchen.
There is one kitchen?
No one, no one.
Okay. Oh, I should check that.
Hatches are soft, the fuck?
I think they're above.
I think they're above. Oh, are they playing upstairs? Shit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
they
see?
are.
So you're on blue, so you guys actually I can't remember right now whether you banned first or not, but being upstairs since there's no Blackbeard isn't
Yo,
actually a
there's a
horrible
vigil in your
idea.
top square.
Stay sharp.
Yo, he's bottom, he's bottom. He's like,
Oh, thank you so much. You knew who you were, you knew what you could do, and you called
Bottom
it out
blue, or top blue.
immediately.
what?
And you called it
Why
out
does this guy
to
run
your
over
Randy
there?
too.
What? Yo, these guys are definitely gonna flank square, right? I'm gonna leave it drone.
Smart.
One is suck.
Bomb has been located.
Yo, vigil's bottom.
Nine.
I hit dog.
Ooh. So your mistake there, you did it honestly up until this point you were playing it near perfectly.
Bottom.
Not gonna lie. Your problem was is that here you could switch over to your primary because you see him walking up. You know that what he's going to do. If you are a smart enough player, he knows that you guys are all up there, so he's gonna slowly peek around this corner. So all you need to do is pull out your LMG and stare through these little slits. You were doing that with your pistols, and I was gonna say something, but I wasn't going to do anything. If you got the kill, I would have just made a note of it, like, hey, you could have done this. It would have been a more secured kill. But what you ended up doing was you jump over, maybe in a sense that you're gonna try and surprise him, that you're actually there with him or whatever. I don't know why, but the safest bet here is to just hold the angle at one of these slits, or you between the flag and the plants. That one's actually pretty good too because you kind of blend together with everything, depending on your headgear too. But jumping over the edge is a no. I don't know if you purposely did it or not. I guess we'll find out here depending on what you say.
I hit dog.
What? Top blue. Oh my god, he's literally like 1 HP. I have a
Right.
bottom.
So it does seem like you did purposely vault over it. So don't do that because again, like you don't need to. And again, like if we go back here,
Yo, vigil's
you see him.
bottom.
So you see him walking up. So what I would do is I would immediately swap off onto my primary. I know that he's peeking and see how much time you had before he actually peeked it. Like you could have already swapped over. You have the angle grip, so you're already focused in on
Hit
him.
dog.
And then by the time
Top blue.
he peeks, which is when you vault over, he's already dead. And you have a much more secure kill. You got off I think 2 or 3 shots there.
Nine.
Let's go back.
I hit dog.
You got 3 shots off on him. You brought him down to almost 0 HP. So and that's at most 450 RPM because it's a pistol. Now you go over to your LMG, which has like 760, 50 RPM, something like that. And you do the same thing, and now he's dead.
What? Top blue.
This
Oh my god.
this first one is just to go over that is just simply you weren't playing safe. You were taking a little bit of risk and hoping that would pay off when you didn't need to. That's recognizing the risk that you're about to take and stopping yourself from doing it. Like this is that point where you need to rein in that high risk, high reward plays and rein in the aggression. You're being really aggressive there when you don't really need to.
He's literally
Which
worth 180.
I should also say I'm pausing this a lot, but I should also say that's a good thing. Like that's a good thing to have because then you know, okay, I don't need to be aggressive here. I can rein this in a little bit and just hold the angle, watch him, and he's dead, regardless of what happens. Versus you know where someone is, you drone them out and everything. You can just pre-fire them and you don't do anything. Like you're going for the kill, you're gunning for it. So I know that you have the ability and the confidence that you can get those kills. What you need to do now is just rein it in a little bit when you know you don't have to take the risk. You didn't have to take that risk, so you died for it.
HP.
There we go.
I have a bottom square flank drone.
Oh,
Like
he
I-
went all the way down there. To
No, I was about to fucking jump over and he caught me mid vault.
I
So
can
yeah,
see him. He's in
there you
that
go. So you did purposely try and vault over, so you did not have to do that.
conference.
Should have just had my gun out and held him.
Conference
Yep.
stuff.
Literally everything I just said, you said immediately after. So you know what you did wrong.
He's just in the hall. I didn't know they had a run to it.
And now Vigil's outside.
Good shit.
That's all the way down in
What
the
the fuck?
garage.
Where
And
we-
everyone dies at
Last
once.
operator standing. All friendlies have been
Crackhead
eliminated.
confirmed.
Alright. We just gotta play safer against these guys. I shouldn't have jumped.
Okay, so one, they lined up. They didn't know they were lined up, probably. Thermite pre-fired maybe a little too soon, so I don't know if this Thermite's on your team or not, but where he was pre-firing, here if we go back. Go back.
Alright. We just
So he knew he was there, and we can see the
gotta play
shot,
safer against-
but... go back
All
again.
friendlies have been
Crackhead
eliminated.
confirmed.
Alright. We just gotta play.
So if we look at him, we can tell from this like short bit of time that he wasn't moving over to his, that'd be his right, our left, his right. Tell your friend here, if he's in the call, I couldn't tell if he was or not, forgive me for that, but tell him to move into the pre-fire. Especially for something like this where you're both starting to pre-fire it, he has the upper hand by already starting to fire, so if he just turned out as he was pre-firing, he would have killed the bandit, and then you would have somewhat of a chance to win. Probably wouldn't have, because I think at that point it would have been a 2v4 or a 2v3, I should say. But still a chance because it's Satcher Thermite. You can still open up the wall over here. You can still do a lot with that. But yeah, a little mistake that your teammate was showing there. Whoops. There we go.
Play safer against these guys. I shouldn't have jumped though. Holy fuck.
Yeah, you know what you're doing wrong too, which is great.
That Vigil was literally just running around bottom square the entire for like 20 seconds of the round.
Yeah.
Well, now we can't go glass.
I literally had wall hacks against that guy and lost against him.
No.
I think in all my time that I've played IQ too, which is a decent amount,
fucking
I've only
excited.
killed one or two vigils while using her gadget.
Game man.
You just use it for the actual intel of it, and then you switch over to your primary.
Fuck, I forgot I was recording.
And those two people were really surprised, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, that happened."
No, say it again. I was talking about my hot dogs. What the fuck? Hey, fuck. I'm just so
They
excited.
have an alibi. She's getting the hatches.
See, I love this too. I don't know how often you do this, but you're probably one of the first or second people that I've done these VODs for with who actually I see that you're in a squad, you're with other people, and you're talking to the Randy. You're letting them know what's going on, which is great. That's a fucking plus. Me and my squad do that all the time, and I'm so happy that we do that. Like we never even had to tell each other to do that. We just automatically did it. And I'm so happy that you actually do that.
I really want to scan this guy so I can find out if it's the can Nazi guy, because then I know that he's gonna be the one just hiding, like fucking.
Do it. I mean, right after you do it, turn your drone around and look the other way. He won't find it. Like, That's one of those you have to understand that you have a fairly decent hiding spot with your drone and you can turn it around and look away. If that type of information, that information is that valuable to you where you know, okay, it's this guy. He's playing alibi. He's going to be running around. We know what this playstyle is going to be. Look out for this alibi. That can help you win the round. So, it stands to reason that scanning him in this situation where as he's running around or running away, I should say, like after he gets this one, he turns around, looks behind him, scan him. He's not going to know where the hell the drone is because he didn't hear you jump up here. And he definitely isn't going to know where your drone is. He's probably going to think it's maybe in here in the office. He might think that it just went over by the door or it's all the way over in kitchen. Either way, he's not going to know 100% where your drone is. And you already have a pretty safe drone spot. So it's not a horrible idea to do that.
Oh wait, she went down, man.
And even right there, like as he's leaving doing it, because then he wastes time trying to find the drone. That one's a little bit more risky again because he has a better idea of where it could be. But it's still not a horrible idea.
Insertion in 10 seconds.
Again, this is the point.
The
This is the point where you are going up against better players. So in the higher tier MMRs, I believe, unless I can see differently at the end of the match. I'm pretty sure you were gold 2 or plat maybe last time that we talked, or that I did a VOD review for you. But you're at that point where you're going to go up against either the same people every now and then, or you're at the point where it's 1 or 2 people in the match is doing literally all the work, getting all the kills, and you have to try and shut those people down. If you can shut them down, you win. So, scanning them isn't a bad idea.
5 seconds.
In respect to what you're trying to do. Don't scan everyone, obviously, just scan the people that you are curious on if this is actually them.
That was actually fucking hilarious as soon as you said it. Where are these? Oh, that's dirt.
Yeah, it's dirt.
Alright, I'll
so,
wait,
I think we can probably guess that that's the Randy that's running around and doing all that stuff. And since it was alibi, well, that could have been alibi for the second one, but
did you open the side of it?
Doing that late in the round is pretty risky.
I'm droning open.
I think we're good.
Does it rotate? Hatches are soft.
Again?
Like no, like the upstairs hatches. No, they have a valve cam on the black box in the open area hallway, like going towards main stairs.
Good call on that.
Do you see it? Do you see it, Wayne?
Okay, I have hatches. Thermite Thatcher, see if you can grab blue.
There's an alibi Prisma top blue, by the way.
Located a bomb.
Yo, one outside open.
Alright. That wasn't open, that was open metal detectors, but at the very least, inside open, whoever's in there with you is going to be like, what the fuck, and they're all going to look over. So, not a horrible call out, but could still be more specific. And who was that too? That was not the guy that was running around.
I have Claymore, sorry.
Oh shoot, there's
one in red.
Top blue, top blue.
Top blue.
They went down blue, they went down blue.
I forgot to get claymores again. Are these guys peeking it?
Where the fuck is this guy? He's red.
Wait, I didn't even know you could make that angle. I gotta get out. I can't move. I can't move.
Yeah, once you get in there, you're stuck in there. And you have to,
Yo,
do
can you
that.
watch my flank drone on Maces?
Yeah, I got it.
Good, you're having him watch your flank drone. You do have another drone. This is where you need to figure out where you're gonna go and drone it out and go there. It seems like you guys are a little lost at this point. You're late in the round and you seems like you're kind of struggling.
We have the hatch.
There you go, you're starting to drone.
Yeah, I thought I heard him. Wait, let me drone this.
So, you said that you thought you heard him, so if I remember correctly, you didn't say
Yo, can you watch my flank drone on Maces?
anything.
Yeah, I got it.
You asked Randy for the flank drone, which is
Did we
great.
clear blue?
Not yet, I don't think. We have the hatch though.
Okay, so you asked if they cleared blue, and then they're starting to clear it.
Yeah, I thought I heard him.
And you say you thought you heard him. So say, I think there's someone top of blue, or in blue. If you think you hear it, like even if it might have been your teammate, I didn't hear it. I thought it was a teammate, so I may have been mistaken. But say something, because them watching, because they can back up from the hatch and not peek the hatch and watch blue, and that'll save them.
Wait, let me drone this.
Good on you droning it out.
There's no Yo, she's coming up. She's holding it with the shotgun. Do you have stuns, Thermite?
Stun. Okay, flash.
Hmm? I'm flash.
Yeah.
Do you have another drone?
No.
Oh, you're awful.
Oh yeah, she was awful. That's when you want to have the Thatcher watching the other side. Thermite should have probably hit him off the actual door frame because then they go down the stairs. Because if it flashes within 3 meters, wow, 3 meters of someone, then whether they're looking away from it or not, if they're inside that 3 meters, they get flashed. So hitting it off the door is better because if they hit it in the wall, then it's more likely to just go off right here, which it did on you, and somehow you survived it. I don't know.
There might be someone
Zoff, I have your
backside,
main
right?
stairs flank. You don't have to watch it.
You guys drone on server? Is someone behind the rack?
There's a shield. I can't tell though.
Can someone
Back
drone
shield,
out the
full-
guy?
full top.
Or
Back
just
shield.
server? There's like a shield in the back.
I don't have a shield.
I'm getting LO'd.
So you probably could have seen that with your gadget, but you also have your thermite there to
Wait, where's the
protect you.
shield? Right side or left side?
Left side. Oh yeah. I want to drop.
Nice.
Drop it.
Yo, no one's on the
That's,
shield.
that's their top
15
fragger.
seconds left.
Probably should have pre-fired the
Holding
shield,
hallway.
but it's okay there. And
Alright,
everyone
I'm planting. Cover me.
just following.
Friendly operator remaining.
They're out.
Fuck,
So,
dude.
good idea trying to go for the kill. You knew you couldn't plant it. But at the very end here, it's just the
Holding
video
hallway.
quality went down. I think that was on my end though. Or no,
Alright,
that
I'm
was.
planting. Cover me.
So the thermite shouldn't have gone in through the door like he did.
Holding hallway.
Like there's no point. Like you have the time to plant. Like even if you have one, like if you set off that thermite charge at 5 seconds, you have time. You're gonna be putting that bomb down at the 1 second mark, but you have time to do the default plant. That's what you do. You're watching the door frame, and then Zofia is up above watching the. She should have stayed up, or no, what it should have happened. Sorry, was Zofia stayed up above, watched this door, and then you go in and you peek and you watch red because of not IQ. Gosh, Valk is in here and she still has her C4. She tries to C4 over. You're there to try and kill her as she tries to do that. Because that's what she's going to do before she tries to peek, because she knows she can't kill the default plant spot. Because if you look, only Dot gets killed here, pretty much.
Alright, I'm planting. Cover
And
me.
then, yeah, she gets killed from in red. And if we look at where Valk is in red, she's way, you can barely see her through the bars, but she's way back in there. Because she's not risking her life to come out here and possibly kill someone with her pea shooter. She's playing it smart, like really smart right now. She's waiting for the time to go down, and then she just throws a C4 and she wins the game. You have to be there as IQ to stop that from happening. Again, Zofia is standing up above. She's watching the door, preferably from the hatch right here, because then it's harder for that to happen. Or because then you can just watch the rotations through. But she's watching up through here. She's just watching the cross, and then which in turn watches this door. And you're sitting here watching the opening into red. That's how you should have played that. And the mistake started with just Thermite walking through this door, instead of through his wall that he put up.
Fuck, dude.
try, good
Or
try.
that
Come
he opened
on,
up,
why
I
did we
should
all
say.
run in? We could have just planted and held it.
Oh, and it was a
I just jumped.
what? So you guys had an even better grasp on the situation because they didn't have a C4 near you. It was a Doc or a Rooker, whoever was in red. They didn't have a C4. This only C4 that possibly you could have is Warden all the way on this side of the map. So you guys are even in better water than what you thought of. Like you could have, if you knew that the Doc was back in red. Let me go back here. Oops. Come on.
Planted and held it. Fuck,
Good
dude.
try, good.
One friendly operator.
So, if you knew that Warden was way the fuck over there in Narnia, and Doc was the only one in red. You could have sat here and just held the door like this, and probably like been on peeking from this side, so you're peeking leaning right, and you're just watching the angle. That way, they still have to peek like almost to the bomb before they can see the person planting in the default plant spot, and you could have then stopped him from doing that, and the other person again stop watching from above, stops the warden from crossing over and potentially using his C4. Granted, Warden could have ran around and gotten to it, but I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have gotten there in time to be able to stop the plant. Like, the C4 probably would have killed the thermite, but the plant would have still gotten off.
Alright, I'm planting, cover me.
One friendly operator remaining.
They're
Fuck.
Yeah,
good try.
Come on, why did we all run in? We could have just planted and held it.
Yeah. And you're right.
I just dropped the hatch.
They were holding on, they had an impact hole on Brett. And the doc was just sitting there.
Yeah, we could have planted safe though. You could have just planted. You didn't have to run in.
Yeah.
Peek the guy at all.
Exactly.
You could have planted. Yeah, you could have planted behind the desk though.
Behind the desk? That's what I tried to do. I got killed in the doorway.
Next time, open the
No,
firewall.
so
Peek.
the thermite
Held it.
is wrong because he
No way.
he ran in where he didn't put his thermite hole. Also, what he could have done too is he could have went and planted against the wall, not where the bomb is, like against the actual wall if he didn't think this was safe enough. But as we could see, like everyone's running in and they're dying, so you'd have to drop the hatch to be able to do that. But again, you were right. The safest spot would have been default plant, and he just didn't do it.
Yeah, we could have planted safe though. You could have just planted. You didn't have to run in or peek the guy at all. You could have planted. Yeah, you could have planted behind the desk though.
Behind the desk? That's what I tried to do. I got killed in the doorway.
Next time, open the firewall too. That way we can just hold the long angle on that guy.
I didn't have two breaching. I had to get the hatch because no one brought impact or brought what's it called?
Breachers, which you had, but he never asked for them.
So I didn't use anything on it.
It's all good.
And then we didn't have a drone to get the dude bottom at well.
Yeah, you just
Ella
weren't. You
only
weren't sure
places
if the guy
behind
was
the
blue.
shield.
We need to
Dude, if
locate
that
a
Ella
bomb.
swung, you would have been dead. Thank God he didn't have the balls. Oof.
Yeah, you're absolutely right with that.
They're open area.
Because Thatcher was on his drone.
They went open?
But that's kind of weird.
Really?
That was Mozzie.
But if you know how to defend it, it
I
can
feel like
work
these guys
for
are gonna
you.
run out of top square.
Because not a lot of people know how to attack it.
Wait, what was that? What was that pistol? Try to get on top of the thing.
I think it was Mozzie's pistol.
Wait, no, Mehmet, go, bring your drone to, like outside the balcony. Like outside the balcony.
10 seconds.
Mozzie's top square might run out. Yo, one's running out alley. One's running out alley.
5 seconds
a
to go.
dog.
Alley door.
It's a dock, yeah.
Yeah, Elidor.
And someone broke the
Prone as
window.
soon as you spawn
Located
in.
a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Got him.
Beautiful. Saw a sliver of his head and you still got it. Also, someone prepped the open area window because debris went through
Dude,
the
what the fuck
door.
are these guys? Electrical.
There's another one?
Oh, really?
What? Holy
So,
shit.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that if you guys aren't in plat, you're really close to it because you're getting the super ballsy people who aren't getting punished yet, and they're able to pull this kind of stuff off.
These guys are a different fucking breed. Oh, stock's open. Oh,
Oh my.
Yeah, see, like
why's the stock?
they thrive off of the little tiny mistakes that you guys make
Holy
like this.
fucking shit. There's a Mozzie pest on the door. Yo, I'm just gonna repel on this guy. Actually, hold up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking prone here.
Oh my god. Jaeger and Captain.
Where's this valve?
Yo, can you drone at this guy, stock? Anybody? Like, throw your drone into stock, because the Mozzie pest on the double doors. Or make it go the long way around.
Oh, he got my drone. Loading mag! I don't have a drone anymore.
Check if he's in there, Rain.
Ran out.
I got him.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck.
So that's just unlucky, in all honesty. Like, you were watching it, you were making sure that your teammate was staying alive, but he just crouch walked around to the other window and jumped out of it. So, or he was just prone there the entire time.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Where is he?
Oh, there's one
Where?
holding.
Outside.
Oh my god.
Jaeger's holding the what's it?
Oh my god. No cams.
This shit's actually terrible.
Broken electrical.
Where do I hear
He's
this
near the
sound?
dock right
It's
now.
downstairs.
He's watching the door.
Upstairs.
Good
Broken
job not
push-
moving too much,
broken
so he
spawn
just kept
square.
walking.
He's on the roof too, by the way, so I had to go for kills.
Oh, this is wonderful.
You got the monster, right?
I saw this guy.
Ooh.
Op 4
So at that point, like you were pretty much dead in the water. A little pointer that I would say for this.
I saw this guy. This
So
is wonderful.
I'm pretty sure he
got
saw
the
you
monster.
here. Yeah, he saw you because he just
I saw this
repositioned,
guy.
or they know where you are because of a valve cam or something. What I would have done, since he's probably going to be looking through these, is I would peek from above like this, or vault onto this couch right here, because you'll vault onto this and then or the table. I can't remember which one is vaultable, but you can vault onto it, so you're standing on top of it. Then you're getting the same angle just from a different perspective, and that can catch him off guard. He'll shoot your legs or your torso, and you can get his head without moving your crosshair versus how much he has to move his crosshair. Doing that just makes it easier for you, which is why a lot of times you'll see people just go prone. It's not. It's
Why do
purely
these guys just peek everything, dog?
because they can. Like they have the reaction time for it. Or as you can see there, if you had peeked over the rail, you had vaulted right here and peeked over it. He can't see you, but you can see his legs. So you could have killed him, or at the very least scared him off. Very iffy there because I think it takes 4 or 5 shots with that gun to down or kill with rook armor and shooting in the legs for a 3 armor.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
Defense,
But you're saying that they're peeking everything, like it's the MMR where everyone's doing whatever the hell they want. They have the reaction time, they have the aim to do it, and they're getting away with it. They just have to wait until they get to a point where people are droning them out, people are putting up traps and stuff like that, and punishing that kind of behavior. That's when they start to like stop seeing their climb, and it's not for like a little bit there.
Dude, I knew it. I knew as soon as I got on my drone, he was gonna jump up.
Dude, I was watching the right window. I was like prone in the bushes so he wouldn't see me. And this guy fucking ran out the window. Oh my god. That was my bad.
a waste
I
of
should
time.
have just watched him.
I'll get main hatches.
Man, just get a gun, bro. These guys aren't gonna plant. Just get a gun. Go like
They're
Ella or
gonna slow
something.
them down, they're just gonna
You're
force
not
it.
wrong.
Yeah, dude, they're just gonna fucking sprint, dog. Just bring a gun. Stock of bulletproof. Oh, we don't have any cams. Fuck.
It's not like we can hold
Protect the
them.
bombs.
I'll get main hatches. Can someone get lobby and elevator hatches?
I'll get lobby and elevator.
Can we get barbed on main stairs?
See, I don't know if it's your video or if it's my video that's just dropping quality. I think it's me because my Ethernet has not been working recently.
Dude, I even saw this guy bottom blue. He just fucking took a dump on me.
You also, back to what you died in the last round. Quick peeking it would have been better. You know how to do it. You showed me that you know how to do it. Just doing it quickly to see if you're gonna pre-fire it or whatever. You knew he was there. There's no reason to not pre-fire it. Even if he had left, yeah, they know where you are, but they already knew where you were because you killed the warden.
I have a feeling these guys are gonna like hot drop the hatches or something.
That was one of the few times where you
It's
actually
always the
had more
guys with the
information than
theme
they
names
did.
that play like this.
10 seconds left.
Which wall should I electrify this one?
5 seconds.
Yeah, just electrify the hatches.
Cade, can you shoot a hole for me in the
Op 4
wall?
has yet to locate a bomb.
That's
I
so
brought-
specific, though.
I brought
okay.
Og.
Never mind, I got it.
Yo, Doc, can you play a garage? I've got a goon mine on both sides, like the black car coming in.
I guess.
I can kiss.
We've got a goon mine on bottom, like, I've got
That's
a goon mine on
garage
bottom main
wall.
stairs. Good shit.
Nice.
Do you know if he set off one of the goon mines?
Yeah, sure, something.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Are they in open? Where are they?
Dude,
They
I
have a
fucking
challenge.
hate kids.
Op 4 has located.
I'd be careful about that with stuff that obstructs your view because she has a better scope than you in this instance. But you're far enough over to where they might not
Okay,
Oh,
Kelly's
that's
have
right.
look
HP
anymore.
What in servers?
Like in?
Yeah, they're in servers.
Okay, just hold that.
What's up, Amaro?
That's Cali.
Ooh, that was a good shot.
Up mark. Yo, this guy might just run in.
Last Hibana in servers.
She's in service?
Yeah.
Impact.
Yeah, server.
Don't peek. Wayne, just come back to site if you can.
I would just load up that door with goon
I've got
lines.
main stairs
That's what I would do.
glued. Got garage
Oh, I'm
glued.
diffuser actually.
Oh, where? Where?
Uh,
Let's just rotate the diffuser then. Where is it? Is it on you? He's in cafeteria. He's couch crushed.
So that's when you probably should have had better callouts from your team to, oh, excuse me, to figure out where the diffuser was, so you didn't have to peek too much. If diffuser's in small office, you can run, just hightail it into open area and just sit back in there, throw your goose all over open area, and now she has to come to you.
Good shit.
Friendly's victorious.
Dude, these
Hostiles
fucking kids suck. Holy shit.
Play against them.
These guys just kind of peek and peek, and then peek again.
Yeah.
they did.
And then
Dude,
peek
the ball
again.
just ran in when I was holding open. I was like, what?
All these guys know how to do is just hold Shift W.
Shit, I was so confused.
Oh, they brought a Cali last time. Fuck.
And now you know, I don't know if
They
you
brought a
guys banned
Cali last
Blackbeard
time,
or if
dog.
they
If
banned
you
Blackbeard.
could bring a bulletproof and like contest this
But
guy on like parking garage, that'd be nice.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were the ones that
should
banned
have
Blackbeard,
Castle,
just so
California
that they wouldn't have to
first
deal
that
with
we
it.
play.
Yeah, that works.
That was
I
the
like
thing.
the-
I had a little off topic here. I had a game. It was about a couple weeks ago. Me and my friends, where the enemy team banned Capcan. We started on defense first, and we're just like, why did they ban Cap? Like that's the dumbest thing. Like who bans Capcan? And then they proceeded to rush us and do everything in their power to get insight within the first minute. And we now realized, and we realized like after the first round, oh yeah, that's why they banned Capcan.
Side
It's just because they
call
want to
coming
play
from, like,
more
Trump and
aggressive.
shit. Yeah,
Is
it's like
essentially
that.
how that comes, what it comes down to.
Oh, I feel like these guys are gonna drop the skylight.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
Oh, do you have the super shorty?
Yeah.
Can you make the holes at the top of the CEO walls? I can impact, right? Do you have impacts?
No.
Okay.
It just sucks because there's so many strats that revolve around this issue. You know what I mean? There's so many strats that
So
revolve around
weird.
this.
Style, like,
Revolve around what?
Location compromised. Plan
Around the
accordingly.
super short.
Yeah.
Like in Pro League.
10 seconds.
Can you fucking pick this shit up?
Down to 5 seconds.
Hey, where is this Docs? Well,
Op 4 has
I don't
located
know. I
a
don't
bomb.
think he's actually doing what I'm saying. There's a drone in sight somewhere.
We need to rotate into janitor.
I got it. Or yeah, never mind. He's got it. I've got a Goomine Spiral, a Goomine Marble, and then a Goomine like Stock Hall. They might just be ash rushing. That's
They are.
Amaru.
You just saved my life, Legion.
Love you, Doug.
what did I just
What?
witness?
You witnessed.
I just have to pause there. What was she thinking? Like, I know you guys, like, they're doing pretty well against you guys, but they had to have known that you guys have somewhat of a brain to not fall for something like that. I mean, granted, Doc would have died pretty closely, but Castle's right there and probably would have gotten the kill anyway.
Callie's on.
I just don't know.
Is this closed? Okay. Oh my fucking god.
That's that.
I'm stuck on the bomb now.
It's fine. I got this pixel up.
Right there.
They're marble sky.
Yeah, I fucking knew. They're gonna drop it, by the way.
I would not hold
They're
that.
shooting the bar, but they might just drop the skylight.
Callie's still in
They
parking, I'm
did.
pretty sure.
A bomb has been located by Op 4.
Yeah, good top marble. Oh, this is open?
Dude, I can't see him because the fucking... The bullet trail literally hit
Yeah,
his head.
these guys.
I don't have anything janitor. They might walk in janitor. They're in stock. They broke open meeting. Got stock. Diffuser's in
Nice,
stock.
this diffuser down.
Good.
I'm pinging
Oh
Callie.
god, this guy's trying to fucking kill me.
Okay, 2v1 because Callie's still on the parking.
And the other one is stock, I think.
She's leading. Oh, she up.
She's going down, she's going down. She's gonna come
She's
through me.
gonna repel.
Wait, and there
So-
was.
This is what I was talking about with like going prone. If you're gonna sit in that corner, go prone. Or if you want, since the diffuser's basically in that hole and they have to like cross your line of sight, you could sit behind the bomb here, look through the grates on here, or even use the bomb itself as cover and look through the paneling on it or the supports on it and see that angle without being too exposed to yourself. Sitting out in the
She's
open
going
like this
down,
is
she's going down, she's
kind of
gonna come through me.
Repel.
Wait, and there was a guy stock. And diffuser's in stock.
One friendly operator remaining.
Meeting.
In tellers.
Main
Lobby
going-
now.
Going spiral.
Coming up banana. Good.
Fuck
Yeah.
dude.
See what I mean? Like you could have hid behind the bomb and you would have had a lot better chance of surviving than doing what you're doing there. And then once you kill him behind the bomb, since they're probably communicating with the Callie, you just go anywhere else, somewhere preferably close range because her close range ability isn't that good unless she has the CZ, which even the CZ is kind of a meh gun. So either way, you can switch it up a little bit. But going out into the open like what you're doing and not using excuse me, almost any cover at all is very iffy on your part. But yeah, that's about it for that. I'll have to look up your ranks so I can know what to put this VOD review as for the title. But actually, pretty good game. You have the thinking there. You have the aggression to be able to take ground and take kills. What you need to do is you need to assess the risk of what you're about to do and maybe possibly rein in what you're doing because you died at least twice. Once with the Vigil and with the Legion the last round. You died without like assessing what you were doing quite. Like you tried to vault over and kill the Vigil when you didn't need to. You even said, I didn't have to do that. I could have just held it with my gun. So you recognize that you took too much of a risk. And then with Legion 2, you didn't know exactly where the bomb was. It had been a while since Hibana had killed someone downstairs. She very well could have been all the way up in cafeteria by then. Like, that's not really a surprise that she was up there. You should have already been ADSing and looking around the corner because you didn't know where the diffuser was. It looked like you knew that your Jaeger was either in small office or he was in open area, but you didn't know exactly what he was looking at, where he was looking, etc. So pre-aiming before you get into open area would have been a good idea. You could have possibly gotten a kill that way. And yeah, like there's just it's these little things of decision making, like the in the moment decision making that you have to make, and that's probably the more like difficult hurdle to make because once you start making the right decisions, then everything becomes much more clear to you. You're gonna get to once you should after you die too. If you're looking at all the different ways that you could have avoided dying, if you can come up with at least 2 different ways, then do those next time. Like with IQ, you knew the visual was there, you knew everything was there, so next time, just stay where you were before. Don't vault. If you want to do a different way, if we go all the way back over here, oh my god, if this will load. So one thing that you could do, you have your breaching charges. You knew that he was down in blue. You knew he was down there before you even saw him for the second time. Put a breaching charge right here on the floor. You get a look down into blue. It's very, very safe for you because you see their feet before they see you at all. And it's very safe for you in that regard. People like Rogue League, they'll bring a Jackal. You can't because he's banned, and they'll just blow open the section of the floor immediately within the first part of the round. Just let you stop people in blue from pushing up any farther. And again, you could do that again, or you could have done this. That's two different ways. So now, next time you're in this situation, do one of these two options. Either way, it's safer than doing what you did, which was vaulting down and being exposed to 1, 2, 3, 4 angles all at once. But yeah, again, you're doing way better. Your Legion placements, the only thing I would say for defense, like utility usage, is actually putting down your Legion Goo mines, like as you're getting them, more mindful that the fact that you may not live longer because these guys are actually hitting their shots and everything. You could have possibly died to the Cali when you had 2 Goo mines still in your inventory, and I think you were getting a third like almost immediately. So just being more mindful of that. Even if they don't go off, they're down. They can stop someone from doing something. Or at least notify your team of the enemy positions. But yeah, again, like you're just at that point where you need to make those in moment decisions to try and figure out what you're going to do. This is where the mind games of Siege come in. Like you're at that point now where you can do this. These people could have been. I don't know if you guys would have won against them, but you could have made a lot better of decisions and stopped or limited their overtaking of you guys. And yeah, that's about all I got for you.